What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and today we got a brand new video. So I'm a little bit late in the sense where it's been a week since I've uploaded, and I apologize for that. Just busy with school and work, trying to fit these in whenever I can. So we're going to be going over today's patch notes. I'll also go over the dev notes a little bit in case, stuff wasn't included in the patch notes. But pretty much Valentine's update is out today. We got new banner, two new units, a good amount of quality of life adjustments or implementations, and just the generic event stuff. So let's go through this. I'll go over the characters a little bit, and we'll see, what's going on. We got two box events. Oh, before I begin, Grand Cross database for patch notes usually has the patch notes immediately within the first day, or within the first 2 hours. I always have the link down below, so make sure you check out the website. Oh, okay. So we got two different box events going on where, you just do your missions and you get a box, open up the box for items. First one is this red box over here. Red box can be obtained from these specific missions, which is, you're going to get them by doing your dailies. You get 5 of them. This is what's inside. Best thing in here is the SSR pendants. Everything else is okay. Then we have the amber ones or the golden ones, whatever. You get these specifically from doing raids and training caves, but these boxes are a lot better because you can get anvils and hammers. So make sure you do these ones just because the actual rewards you're getting are pretty good. Login bonus, nothing too special here, just more boxes and character intimacy potion. Is that, let me actually check, I have the game open here. If I go to Elizabeth and I take a look at this, okay, so yeah, these are super good, right? So this is actually a really good login. Getting your characters up for that extra gem plus your reward, like the at max friendship level, they have a piece of gear that you can unlock. So that's actually really nice. Okay, now we have a friendship coin event. So instead of your traditional, friend coins, you now have this one for Valentines, and it's an additional item in here. It's 2,000 for the box, and box contains these things. This box is actually very nice because you can get a lot more anvils, and so it's 50 anvils, 5 hammers. You can also get 3 gems, which is super nice, and this race specific ticket, which isn't too bad. Hopefully. I don't know if this is random completely, or what race they're going to give you at all. But if they give you, for example, if we could get like the demon ones, I'll gladly take that, just so I can get another shot at going for Esterosa. Gotcha. Now, this is another one of those event gotchas where, like the New Year's one or the Halloween one, where they have associated costumes that have effect, but this time, the effect actually makes a difference on the game itself, which is kind of a concern for me, and I'll explain in a second. So you have 3 new units, all 3 are different elements, and they're supposed to match. They're supposed to be really good in Hell Raid, specifically for the, the element. For example, red goes into Crimson Raid, blue goes into Red Demon, green goes into Grey Demon. So let's take a look. This is just telling you stuff about GSSR Gacha, which you can get from purchasing bundle. And let's take a look down here. This is just telling you more about the guaranteed. You can also, which is a nice thing that I like about it, on the banner itself, you have a way to exchange dupes of one into the other one. So if you manage to get 2 coins of one specific one, you can actually exchange that for, one of the other 2. Which I think is a good, good change for. I think they should do this in the future, because there's a lot of times where, for example, I managed to get all the New Year's banner units, but it took a little bit. I pulled like 4 or 5 Elizabeths, and I didn't pull the other units right away. So if I could just exchange those Elizabeths, I'd spend less gems on the banner. I have to trade in an extra SSR coin, but to me it's worth it. Here are the 3 units. So let's start off with Elaine. Elaine is supposed to be really good in Hell. Hell Crimson. Start off with their passive. In raids, the status-related buff effects are increased by 50% for all allies, which is really, really big because Arthur is almost like a must-have unit in Hell Raid. So you use Arthur, you buff everyone up, and now this makes it that much stronger. You can also now run with Escanor. Like, Red Escanor will now get even more buffed out of this, just because of the attack buff on top of his, already insane multiplier. Besides that, ultimate is the same as the previous Elaine, or previous two Elaines. Nothing different there. Binding of Roots, decrease the defense-related stats of all enemies. Just a good move. And then you have a really strong attack on the first one, but her attack stat and her base stats aren't that high, so it's not gonna this move is really good, but Elaine herself is not anything too crazy as a unit. We got Jenna. So she's supposed to be used in Red Demon, and I have not taken a look at her yet. We got Disparagement for the passive. Unit can only receive one debuff effect. When this unit has a debuff, increase this unit's attack by 20%. Okay, I guess it's not anything too crazy. Inflict. So this is the same move as, what do you call him? Green Demon Meliodas. Infect, so stops healing. Bright Shot removes all stances from a single enemy and inflicts 500%. So yeah, this pretty much helps out in Hell Red Demon a lot. Constantly removing stances, you apply Infect. If you also have a bond with you, a blue bond, he can now proc his. Sorry, not blue bond, Demon Meliodas. If you're running Demon Meliodas, you now have a debuff to apply that weakness. Ultimate Outset Collapse. What does Collapse do? Increase damage to target with stance by 2 times. Okay. So yeah, really good in Hell Red. And let's take a look at Zanelli. So she's supposed to be used in Grey Demon, but Grey Demon is probably the easiest of all of them. Start with the passive again. Those who pray. When this unit cleanses debuff on allies, increase the unit's ultimate gauge by 1. Okay. Is it increase this unit or increase the unit who got the debuff cleanse? Because if it's the, if it increases the ult gauge on anyone, then this is really good. Okay, skill 1. Nimbus inflicts 450% of the attack to a single enemy. Target will not be able to gain any ultimate gauge for 2 turns. Okay. Cleanse all debuffs on all allies and heal. So, another green healer. You would use her in replacement of Green Elizabeth, I guess. Ultimate, create an HP shield for all allies based on 350% of this unit's attack, and increase HP related stats of targets by 25%. Okay. Overall, pretty good. These don't seem anything game breaking in terms of PvP or anything else, but they're pretty, if you use them, they're the ideal units to use in raids. So I'm gonna say that this banner is a pretty good banner to summon on, but this really comes down to this next part, which makes it kind of a must-have to summon on. We got the costume effects, which give 1 additional costume upgrade material. If you guys don't remember, this is the material that you use to, if you have, let's actually just show it in here. So I use some on my Escanor. I use some of this here. And this is I can put this up, increases stats on my gear. This material is super hard to come by, which is the biggest issue, because you only get 1 guaranteed if you are the host, and then the other chances you have of getting it is a 5% chance per slot, which is relatively low. And the thing is, the person who is doing it with you has a lot lower chance, I wouldn't say lower chance, but the thing is, he's not getting the guaranteed one. So it's it makes it really tedious to do Hell, because Hell takes a very, very long time. If you could cut down on the speed of doing Hell, I would like that a lot. If somehow these costumes also made do 50% more damage in Hell, I'm yeah, give me that. But besides that, each one gives their respected demon 1 extra upgrade material. For Elaine, you'll be able to get away with not summoning for her if they do the same thing they did on New Year's, where they drop the costumes available to purchase with gems. Like, you have to purchase these parts with gems. But the actual costume that they're wearing, like this Elaine is wearing this, or whatever you want to call it, the dress, or whatever that piece is, has to be from pulling them. On the New Year's banner, they made it so that you could buy it after the fact, which was a really good change they did. But like I was saying before, this is like the first time where the costume actually makes a difference on your progression in the game, which is, in my opinion, quite concerning. I don't like this at all. I would rather them just buff the drops of Hell Raid for everyone, rather than making it a pseudo pay-to-win way to get around it. This is my one big concern. It kind of makes this banner a must-have to summon on. And yeah, like, I don't want to summon on this banner because I don't think the units are that good. But now I have to summon on the banner because I need those costumes. So you can use... Okay, so these are their costumes. I don't really care too much. This is the guaranteed pack. I think this is like 30 bucks. Gets you one of the units guaranteed. Character awakening packs, don't care. There's like a full awakening system. So now there's like this Dragon Ball looking orb where you can automatically, you go into the menu, you can awaken them to max by buying it, and yeah, that's it. Like, it just completely awakens them. Comeback pack doesn't really affect us if you've been out of the game for a while. These are more like comeback stuff. And more stuff that doesn't affect us. These are step up packs. Telling the condition of the previous pack will grant you access to the next one. I believe I got like the first 2 or 3. I gotta take a look at what the conditions are. But, oh, you have to pay money? I don't want to pay money. Oh well. Purchase conditions. Okay, so you have to clear these chapters and then you're able to buy their specific ones. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Esterosa added to... Which Esterosa is this? Okay, so the red Esterosa was added, green Esterosa is not added yet. Wow, that's annoying. I want to summon for green Esterosa. Also, this is nice. Saturday, Sunday, raids will drop costume upgrade material. Thank you. Story event, Super Boss Battle Season 4. This is the 4th one that came out. We have the, excuse me, Meliodas and Elizabeth. There was a complete revamp of Super Boss Battle. You can now do it unlimited times a day, and you get points based on, what difficulty you beat it on. Excuse me. And besides that, here are the ranking rewards. So now, depending on where you finish, you will get extra bonus rewards. So ideally, you want to finish like... Let's see where it actually matters. I would say top 50%. You finish top 50%, so you get 35 gems. That is a pretty good... I'm also assuming that you get all the gems, like you get all the rewards for the stuff below you. But yes, if that's the case, you get 35 gems for finishing top 50, which is really nice. Here is kind of like the breakdown of stuff on how the buttons and what they do. Google Translate will be your best friend. And interesting, they recommend Zanelli for this. Okay, I haven't had a chance to do Super Boss Battle, so I actually want to do like a blind run and see how it goes. This is the exchange shop. So you get your costumes for your Elizabeth and your Meliodas, which I believe, from what I saw, this Meliodas costume works on both the demon and the regular Meliodas, which is super nice. I really like that they're allowing... There hasn't been another original Meliodas in a really long time. Well, ever, since the first one. So, I like that they're doing that. These are the new decorations that you can buy from the stuff. I looked through them before. Nothing is really like worth picking up in my opinion. The one thing that I would possibly say is increase raid duration of all chapters by 150 minutes. Now, when it says by 150 minutes, I'm wondering if this is beyond the already 60 minutes, or is this saying for a total of pretty much 3 hours? Or it's 2.5 hours? This is the one thing that I might get. Right, the Valentine decoration. It's what does this mean, Valentine decoration? If someone knows what specifically that is, I'll probably go take a look at it. And then we have titles. I don't know what the titles do yet, but apparently they're supposed to give you extra stats or special effects with buffs. And yes, that actually, I'm curious about that once we find more about that. Recommended team stuff, don't care. Story renewal. More gems for us to farm. There's a nightmare mode. You can go in, rebeat the story with nightmare mode, get more gems. And I believe that's about it. Now it's also, you can buy decorations independent of what they look like, or you can buy the decorations, but you can use the effect of the costume or the decoration with a different one. Let's say you really like the Christmas decorations. As long as you purchased the Valentine's one, you can set that effect, the Valentine's effect, but you can make your place look nice by using the Christmas one. Daily gem change so that it's on Character Gacha Part 2. That is a really huge change. You always want to do the one gem summon on the newest stuff just because they're going to be better units. And these are just distinguishing the two different tickets. None of this stuff really matters, and that's really it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for sticking around, going over. I'll probably make more videos on Super Boss Battle and going more into depth about these 3 units. And that's about it. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.